Hey guys, what's up? I am back with a brand new video and it's time to do a check out the performance of the Vivo V23 5G against the Samsung Galaxy A52s 5G, and the A52s 5G is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G 5G processor with 8 GB of RAM, while the Vivo V23 5G is powered by new MediaTek Dimensity 920 5G processor with a 12 GB of RAM. On the back we have quad cameras on the Samsung, while on the Vivo we have triple cameras, although we have 64 megapixel main camera on both these two devices, and the difference is that we have optical image stabilization on the Samsung, which is not really available on the Vivo. Also we have 8 megapixel ultra wide versus a 12 megapixel ultra wide. Also we have 2 megapixel macro versus a 5 megapixel macro and a 5 megapixel depth sensor, and the back is made up of plastic on the Samsung, while on the Vivo we have glass back, and the frame of the Vivo is made up of aluminum while the Samsung is made up of plastic, and the sides of the Vivo V23 5G is completely flat, which gives a more premium feel over any other smartphone in this price range. Yes, and the flat sides of the Vivo V23 is inspired from iPhone. Also on the bottom we have headphone jack on the Samsung, which is not really available on the Vivo. Also we have dual speakers on the Samsung, while on the Vivo we only have single speaker. So in this video I'm going to show you how much a difference between the Vivo V23 5G versus the Samsung Galaxy A52s 5G. So without any wasting time, let's get right into it. And guys, now let's start off with the boot up test. Like always, here we go. Logo is came up first on the Samsung. Also we have Android 12 on both phones. Also we have Samsung One UI version 4 on the Samsung, while on the Vivo we have FunTouch OS version 12. Also the Samsung is a more heavier phone as compared to the Vivo, because we have 4500 mAh battery size, while on the Vivo we have 4200 mAh battery size, and the Samsung is more faster when it comes to booting up, while the Vivo is taking a lot of time, and you can see huge difference. Now the Vivo, it is also done about 4 or 5 second difference there between these two devices. And guys, now let's talk about the displays between these two devices. On the Vivo we have 6.5-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display with 90Hz refresh rate, while on the Samsung we have 6.5-inch Full HD Plus the Super AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate. Also we have punch hole on the Samsung, while on the Vivo we have notch. Inside of this notch we have dual front facing camera. Also you can see in the bottom chain as well as the side bezels, it is really small on the Vivo because we have flat sides. Everything's closed up in the background, and you can see no application is running in the background. Also we have same Wi-Fi network on both phones. Now let's start off with the phone dialer, more faster on the Samsung. Again we have different animation. Next on the list is the settings. Let's see who is going to be the fastest one. The Samsung, again more faster there. Now let's go to the display. We have 120Hz refresh rate versus a 90Hz on the Vivo V23 5G. We also have an auto option, which is not really available on the Samsung. Now let's check out some more application like Amazon shopping launching at the same time, and the Samsung is a little more faster as compared to the Vivo, so that's really interesting. Now let's see the scrolling, and that is feels more smoother on the Samsung because it seems like a 60Hz, and the auto option, it is not really optimized. So now let's go back. Now let's go 90Hz. Now let's see this time. Now I can see the 90Hz, and the auto option, it is not really optimized on the Vivo, so I prefer all the time 90Hz. Now let's check out some games application. Now let's start off with the Candy Crush Saga, and the Samsung is little more faster there, not a huge difference. Again we have dual speakers on the Samsung. So here's the dual speakers looks like, and the dual speakers on the Samsung, it is really good, not the best, but the Vivo has a single speaker, which is a really disappointing thing in this price range. Now let's open Instagram, faster on the Samsung. Now let's opening up the pinout, that is very similar on both phones. Now let's open up Snapchat, faster on the Samsung, and one thing it is really good on the Samsung is that when you go to the camera application, and when you go right there, and this is a mode which is called as fun, and this mode is give you a Snapchat filters right in your camera application, which means that the Snapchat video quality as well as the photo quality should be really good on the Samsung as compared to any other Android phone in this price range. Now let's opening up the Spotify, little more faster on the Vivo. Now let's opening up the Subway Surfer, and the Subway Surfer looks very similar. The Vivo is more faster there as compared to the Samsung, so that's really surprising. So now let's quickly open the PUBG Mobile heavy game. Let's see this time who is open up more faster, and both phones is open this game at the same time. Let's see. And the Vivo, it seems little more faster. If I'm not wrong, yes, it is way faster. About 1 or 2 second difference there. Also we have smooth graphics with extreme frame rate on both phones. Now let's opening up the Temper N2. Temper N2 is faster on the Samsung this time, and you can see, and the performance is back and forth on both phones, and most of the time in the Samsung is performing a little more faster in the game map loading time. Again, about 1 or 2 second difference there. Now let's opening up the Tutor. Faster on the Vivo this time. Now let's open Zedge. Little more faster on the Samsung as compared to the Vivo. So now let's see the scrolling, and that is again really smooth on both phones. Little bit lag on the Vivo if I'm not wrong, while on the Samsung it is all the time 120 Hz. I didn't see any lag on the Samsung. Last time I launching the cameras on both phones, default camera application. Now let's see who is going to be the fastest one. The Samsung is performing more faster as compared to the Vivo. Again, we have 64 megapixel main camera. We have optical image stabilization, which is not really available on the Vivo. So now let's look at the front camera. Here's the front camera looks like on both phones. On the Samsung we have 32 megapixel selfie camera, while on the Vivo we have 50 megapixel selfie camera. And the front camera, I feel it is more better on the Vivo. Okay guys, now let's see internet browsing speed. I am seeing to for Samsung internet browser on the A52s 5G, while on the Vivo we have Google Chrome. Now let's quickly open the wikipedia.org. Little more faster on the Vivo. So now let's see the scrolling, and in the start I see a little bit lag on the Vivo. So now let's open this English. That is very similar. Let's see the scrolling. Again, little bit lag on the Vivo. I don't know why. While on the Samsung is all the time 120 Hz. Again, little bit lag. On the list is the apple.com. Faster on the Samsung this time as compared to the Vivo. So now let's see the scrolling. I didn't see any lag on the Vivo. If I see very closely, yes. And the scrolling, it feels a little more smoother on the Samsung. Again, not a huge difference between 90 Hz and 120 Hz. Now check out RAM management on both phones. We have 8 GB of RAM versus a 12 GB with extended RAM feature on both phones. Now let's open phone dialer, no refresh. Now let's open settings, Amazon shopping, no refresh. Let's see Candy Crush Saga, no refresh. Instagram. Now let's opening up Pinout. Now let's open Snapchat. Now let's open Spotify. Now let's open Subway Surfer, no refresh so far on both phones. Now let's quickly open the PUBG Mobile, and that can't refresh on the Vivo despite having a 12 GB of RAM. Now let's opening up the Temper N2, no refresh. Now let's opening up the Tutor, no refresh. Zedge, no refresh. Last way back to the internet browser where we left, and you can see, and guys, over I have to say regarding the apps opening speed, as you can see that, and the Samsung A52s 5G as well as the Vivo and both phones is performing back and forth in the game map loading time. I would say that the performance, I feel it is a little bit more stable on the Samsung, more faster. Sometimes in terms of the RAM wise, and both phones is performing incredible in the RAM man. Not a single refresh on both phones. In my previous speed test, and the Vivo is performing really bad. So this time this phone is performing really good. We have 4500 mAh battery size with a 25 watt fast charging support. In the box we have 15 watt fast charger, while with the Vivo we have 4200 mAh battery size with a 44 watt fast charging. And that's about it, and thank you so much for watching this speed test comparison between the Vivo V23 5G versus the Samsung Galaxy A52s 5G. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel for the react videos, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.